Boker Tov, we're continuing Megilat Esther, starting the third Perek, and we are introduced to Haman HaRasha. Achar HaDevarim HaEle, after these things where Bigtan and Teresh were killed, Esther is now the queen. Gidal HaMelech Achashverosh et Haman ben Hamedata HaAgagi. So Achashverosh raised up Haman, the son of Hamedata, the Agagi. He raised him up. Vainaseehu. He Gidal, the Gemara says he gave him, the word Gadol means big, it means great, it means many things. So Gidal specifically to money, he gave him a bonus. Vainaseehu, and raised him up in Kavod. Vayasem et kiso me'al kol hasarim asher ito. And he placed his chair above all the other ministers, making him second to the king. And the reason for this is Memuchan earlier was the person that gave the advice to Achashverosh to kill Vashti and to give him the full authority. And the Gemara says that Memuchan is Haman. Memuchan is Muchan the Puranut. He's ready for bad things. And therefore Achashverosh was very happy now that he's married. He feels Tachat Vashti, Esther is like, instead of Vashti, he's restored everything, and now he's got even more. He has full power. He doesn't have to go through his democratic ways or through his ministers. So therefore he raised up Haman to a very high level. And all the servants of the king that were in the gate of the king, they would bow. So korim mushtachavim, bow and prostrate. Prostrate is like going on the floor fully, not just a bow. Korim mushtachavim leHaman. Because that's what the king commanded. Mordechai lo yichra velo yishtachave. Mordechai didn't do anything. He didn't even flinch. The pasuk continues. The next pasuk. If you remember, Mordechai, he was invited because Mordechai, the Jews didn't have a land, and Mordechai was the head of the Jews. He was invited to be at the Sha'ar HaMelech, to be at the gate of the king by Achashverosh. He was considered somewhat of a minister, so he was always hanging around there. And the other servants of the king that were at the gate of the king told Mordechai, Madu ata over et mitzvat HaMelech? Why are you going against the command of the king? King Achashverosh. The next pasuk, Vahi be'omram ke'omram elav yom vayom. We'll explain this in a minute. When they would tell him every day the other servants would tell Mordechai, why are you not bowing down to Haman? V'lo shama alehim. And Mordechai did not listen to them. Vayagidu leHaman lir'ot hayamdu divrei Mordechai. And they told Haman to go see, look at Mordechai. Ki higid lahem asher hu Yehudi. Because what was Mordechai answering them? I'm Jewish, so I can't bow down to him. I'm Jewish. And Haman made himself like a god, meaning it wasn't just bow down to me for respect, but he thought that he was now second in command, like as if he has powers like a god. So Mordechai said, I can't do this. I'm Jewish. And they told Haman to look. What does it mean they told Haman to look? Because Haman had such ga'ava, he's such a haughty person, he didn't even notice, he wasn't even looking, oh, that guy's bowing, that guy's not bowing, whatever. He was just assuming, and people were bowing except for Mordechai. But so he didn't pick up that Mordechai wasn't, because he wasn't looking down like on the people. And what did the people tell Haman? They said, Mordechai said the reason why he doesn't do it is because he's Jewish. Now, the Gaon Mivilna explains, there's no more hatred than, unfortunately, hatred of religion. Meaning, unfortunately, the most people that died throughout history, you add up terrorist attacks and wars, etc., unfortunately, it's been in the name of religion. So, when they come to him, they say, it's his religion. My religion doesn't say it's this type of thing is asur. What type of religion is this, etc.? And that got Mordechai cooked up, that it's a Jewish thing over here. And then the last pasuk for today, Vayar Haman ki en Mordechai koreh u'mishtachaveh. Haman saw that Mordechai was not bowing. U'mishtachaveh lo. Vayimale Haman chema. And Haman got extremely angry. And what does it mean that he says the Gaon of Vilna? What does it mean that he saw that he wasn't bowing down to him? He went out of his way to kind of walk by him, and he noticed Mordechai straight in front of him. Not that Mordechai couldn't make a mistake, or he didn't see Haman or whatever. He kind of walked right by him, and Mordechai didn't bow down to him, so he got him really upset. Now this thing the pasuk says, "Vahi be'omram elav." So this is what's called a krik tiv, where sometimes it's written one way in the Megilat or in the Torah, but the way that the tradition tells us how to read it is different. So here the way it's written is Vahi be'omram elav, when they told him, and the way we read it is ke'omram elav, like when they told him. So there's not much of a difference in translation, but what's this all about? And if you pick up, we're going to read the pasuk twice. Vahi be'omram ke'omram elav. We say it both. So I tried finding one. The Gaon doesn't speak about it, but a nice explanation from the Sefer Minchat Shai. Be'omram starts with a bet. Ke'omram starts with a chaf. Chaf and bet is 22. So says Haman, or says the servants to Mordechai, there's 22 bows that were bowed to Esav. When Esav came to kill Yaakov wanted, he gave him gifts, etc. They all came and they bowed to Esav. Yaakov bowed 7 times, the pasuk says. And then there was also the 11 children. Binyamin wasn't born yet. The 11 children, so that's 7 plus 11 is 18. And the 4 wives of Yaakov, that's 22. So the servants tell Mordechai, who are you? You're not bowing. Haman comes from Esav, and there's 22 bows that was given to Esav, so bow as well. What does Mordechai answer? I'm Ishi Gemini. You forgot about that. I come from Binyamin. Binyamin was not yet born at that time. Binyamin never bowed down to Esav, so I'm also not going to bow down as well. So that's an answer that Mordechai gave why he's not bowing down, and that got Haman extremely upset. So we'll continue tomorrow to see the next steps.
Strangely, once all this bowing,
he was a servant. Yeah, he was the servant of. At one point, he was the Eved of Mordechai. We didn't talk about that yet. At one time, he was the servant of Mordechai. We'll get there. את ישראל לפי חיבה עליהם כלום שנאמר אדוני חפץ זמן צדקו יגדיל תורה וידיר אמן